What's up, boys? I'm back with another video. So I just wanted to make a video today about self-doubt and why you shouldn't let self-doubt defy your actions. And a lot of these videos that I make are kind of based on stuff that I'm going through in real life. So right now I'm in year 13 as a student, and at this point in like school we have our A levels, which is the most important exam we could do, and we're applying to universities and all this type of stuff, right? So in the summer, I was thinking like, yeah, I don't want to go to university. I was very set on it, and I wasn't even thinking about it in the back of my mind, right? But a lot of people say like you are some of the closest five people or whatever that is. But besides that, right, in my environment was literally just people going to people talking about like university, people talking about this, people talking about that, degree apprenticeships, internships, all this type of stuff, right? Like work experience, blah blah blah. But all of this kind of took a toll on my subconscious, because at the back of my mind I was like, should I just take the easy way out? Should I just go to university, get good grades, and live that type of life? And I'm not against that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I was thinking, and for me, I've been completely set on doing one thing, and if I'm gonna let 1 month affect me, that's not how I should roll. And the whole underlying reason for this is self doubt, because I was just doubting myself, and I was just doubting my ability to make money. Because in SMMA, I've had a bit of a weird month, so I've been having meetings and stuff like that. But one thing I noticed is that I have to vet like the prospects that I'm like saying. So a lot of the time I get in meetings, like everything's going well, and they're like to me, "Yeah, dude, I got $500 in my bank, but if you want to do it for free, then we can do that." And I'm like just wasted about an hour, like not even an hour, like 30 minutes of my time. And that's not the problem, but it's just like then it was a problem for me, because obviously I wasn't making money. But now I kind of decided that I'm not gonna let it affect me, because at the end of the day, like, the money is good, but it's all about your mind and your internal and you learning the lessons. Because I'll tell you a quick story, right? So I was in a meeting about a week ago, right? And everything was going good. Like, I was closing him, we were getting the invoice ready. So he was just writing the name of my company, right? Then I was taking through my website, because my website I thought was made quite well, but the testimonials were in the wrong order. So a UK company's testimonial, under it was a video, but the video was of an American person. So a UK company with an American person speaking, and that just sent off a red flag for this guy, and then he didn't want to move forward anymore. So it was a little bit annoying for me, like just getting like 2K literally just boom snapped out of my hands, and I was a little bit down, because like that's what a normal human would be. Like, they'd obviously be annoyed by losing 2K. But now I've kind of just been going into a bit of research about doubt and like energy, and I've just been reading reality transfer thing, like reality transfer. I ain't even got it in the office, but I was reading it like this morning, and it's just really good. It's helped me like think about my thought energy, and literally it's just helped me a lot. So I would advise it if you guys are in a similar position. I mean, I'm not in the position, but if you guys are in a position where like you don't really know what to do, and you're just in the middle of school and like business, like I kind of was like a month ago or a couple of weeks ago or whatever. So yeah, I think that book will be very good and beneficial. But as I was saying, like, I can't really let the external affect the internal, because the internal is going to be stuff like the way I think, the way I process everything, the energy that I'm exerting into the universe. But at this time, a couple of weeks ago, when I messed up this like sale or whatever, right? When I messed this up, I was letting the external affect my internal, and I think the next day I was just pretty annoyed at myself, and I was just releasing a bunch of negative energy into the universe, and I just wasn't that happy. Then I wasn't getting good results. Like, I didn't even book anyone in the next 2 days, because I just wasn't mentally. I just thought I was shit, and you should never think that in business. You need to like have a sort of ego. I'd say like a lot of people say ego is bad. Obviously, personally, it's bad, but for business and sales and stuff like that, an ego could be quite good. Obviously, depending how much of an ego you have, but yeah, you gotta think that you're good at it, and you gotta know that you're good at it, because you gotta see yourself in a different timeline. So you gotta vision yourself in a year's time. In a year's time, would you be like down because you closed a deal? No, in a year's time, you'd be on fucking 100K every single month, like MRR. Do you know what I mean? So they wouldn't care. 1.5K. So it's not about thinking about the present. It's about thinking about you as a person and your future and your reality, because you gotta base all of your actions and all your inputs on your desired reality. Because my desired reality is gonna be 100k per month MRR within the next year. Not the next year, like next year. Do you know what I mean? So in 2026 will be 100k MRR, and that's what I will do, and that's what I have done, because that's my reality and my inputs are reflecting that. Does that make sense? So regardless of whether I'm signing clients now, I'm not signing clients now, or I'm signing a bunch of clients now, the outcome will be the same because my inputs are the same. So what I'm trying to get at here is that you shouldn't let the external affect your internal, and you shouldn't let doubts affect your thought process. Because as I said, my environment was a bunch of people talking about university, and I'm not against university. University is a good thing for other people, but for me, I've just never really seen myself there, because as I said, that's not my reality. That's not where I'm going to be. That's not where I'm going to end up. Does that kind of make sense? So yeah, this is just like, I like to say it's a video on self-doubt, but it's kind of just like lessons I've learned within the last couple of weeks. So the main take on this video is exert positive energy whenever you can, because the more positive energy you exert, the better your life will be. And it sounds such a basic thing, like just be positive and enjoy your life, but the more positive you are about yourself, the more the external will reflect that. Because realistically, if you go to school and you're just like groggy and you're just grumpy, like you're not gonna have a good day. But if you just go out to school, even if you're tired, you have 3 hours sleep or some bullshit, like you just wake up and you just have a smile on your face because you take all the positives out of a bad situation. You may be tired, you got 3 hours sleep, right? But think about the positives. You're breathing, you're healthy, you got a good business, you got good friends, you're going to a good school, you're in a well-developed country, all this type of stuff. Take the positives out of every single day, and the outputs will just reflect that, your positive energy. Because the universe won't just give you stuff for free, because nothing's for free in life. You just gotta input, output, like a function of math. So yeah, that's kind of a quick video of the day. Hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys learned something.